radio silence. I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to put my voice out there, but you guys need to jump in there. Like,
you've been doing the little intro for 120
I feel like
episodes.
that's getting played out a little bit.
Every time somebody goes to talk, we all get the stare down.
You get the finger up, right?
The finger goes up, the stare down. So know what, man? You know what? Just flip and flop over there.
Yeah, see, I like the just rolling in intro where we're just casually having a conversation, and then it just goes into, hey guys, this is Grabbing the Brisket. Hey, thanks for joining us. Hey, we appreciate it. If you haven't had a chance yet, go check out grabbingthebrisket.com, man. Got a lot of content out there. Have a merch store where you can go check out and see some of the creative T-shirts that we've come up with. I personally like the Masters of the Brisket, themed in the Masters of the Universe. So
like Heman.
Right. Yeah.
Who's made a total comeback. I don't know if you guys have seen this.
No, I have not.
Like all of the old He-Man toys are available at Walmart right now.
Really?
Yeah, like you can get I'm not going to remember the names of any of it. The tiger thingy.
Skeletor.
Yep, all these things. The big Castle
Grayskull.
Yes, you can get that. You can get all of it.
He's got all of it down.
Yes.
I got all of it in my
does
room
that
right
make
now. Still
the
packaged.
like collectors of the old original toys, does that piss them off just a little bit? Does their old stuff become a little bit less valuable when some of this stuff starts coming back out again? I know it's not original, the new stuff.
If anything, I think it makes it probably more valuable because it starts getting popular again. People probably have more, I'd rather have the old one than the original.
True.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how popular the new one is.
I asked Maddox if he wanted them. He was like, what's a He-Man? I was like, okay, never mind.
You're like, just shake your head. Just no.
Yeah.
Just stop. I saw earlier today, I was flipping through Twitter. I saw an article. It's like kind of funny, but I was like, I'll pose a question to you guys when I get to the article. So it was a surgeon, and this is in Boston somewhere. He was prepared to do an emergency surgery. All of a sudden, he leaves the OR, goes out to his car, and eats lunch, and then passes out and misses the whole procedure.
Like passes out, fell asleep, or
Yeah.
passes out like
Fall
something
asleep.
wrong? Oh, okay.
Like he just got his belly full and just like, man, I'm going to take a little nap.
I mean, he's human. Shit happens.
I know a lot of those guys work like crazy hours too.
For
so
sure.
I'm guessing
Right.
that has something to do with it.
Like, what do you think he's eating? What is he in his car eating?
It's ham sandwich, James.
Is the ham
It's a ham
sandwich?
sandwich. It's dry.
Baloney.
He's got some
No
chips,
condiments on it.
Ruffles.
You're in Boston. What's the big claim to fame? Chowder? I mean,
Chowder.
Yeah.
He's got an 82 Buick. He's got a pack of Pall Malls sitting in the middle right there. He smokes a couple of heaters. It's kind of a warm day. Eats that sandwich, a couple of chips, washes it down with a cherry Coke, and he falls asleep.
Like the 1987 Boston Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm picturing in my head. Everything Boston's like from the 80s.
well, me personally, I'm picturing, what do you eat that just after you get done, you're like, I could use a nap.
Oh, Mexican food.
Any fast food, I think.
Every time I eat,
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the thing.
Is it because you overindulge?
Always over.
Yes.
Why would you underindulge?
However much you think you're going to eat a little bit more.
Hey, listen, I went to all you can eat shrimp this on Monday. I had all you can eat shrimp, okay? They're not lying. It's all you can eat. I ordered a spicy fried shrimp. I go to town on that. Was it Monday? It was Wednesday. It's D-Day.
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday?
Wednesday was yesterday.
All I know is we better get this day down.
Damn it,
right.
it was
What day?
Wednesday.
Was it Tuesday?
No,
What
'cause
day was it?
Mondays and Wednesdays are all you can eat shrimp. Here's the deal. This is very significant because I got a call after my all you can eat shrimp saying, "Hey, you need to cool it on your diet. Your diet's screwed up.
cholesterol.
Cholesterol's high." So that's why I'm thinking about this. But they bring you out 8 shrimp, and they're big shrimp, right? This is not the little bitty baby shrimp you get, whatever.
Popcorn shrimp.
These are big shrimp, right? 8 shrimp. I had a side salad. Devoured my salad. Chowed that 8 shrimp down. Lady comes out. She goes, "You want some more shrimp?" I'm like, the sign says all you can eat, right? So, yeah.
I'm going to eat all I can.
I'm going to need more shrimp. She goes, "Okay." So she's like, a 4-pack or you want an 8? Or I was like, yeah, I guess I'll do 8 more. That's fine. And then the guy I'm eating with, he goes, "Why don't you order the 12?" And I was like,
Oh, there's 12?
oh, yeah, sure, give me the 12. And I'm like, I don't know if I can eat 12 more shrimp. I mean, like, 20 shrimp are a lot, right? Plus a salad. I'm like, and then sure enough, polished it off. And then I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, I could probably order some more shrimp, I think. And the guy was like, hey, dude, you ready to go? I was like, how fast can y'all make some more shrimp back there? And she's like, about 5 minutes. I was like, oh, man. If she just said, it's already ready, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take some more. But she's like, 5 minutes, like, I'm going to have to leave.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't do
it.
this.
Like all you can eat buffet mentality. Like you just have to eat
Right, get
Oh,
your
yeah.
money's worth.
everything.
Yeah.
Like you just ate like 5 pounds of food.
Yeah. None of it's good.
Oh,
It's none of it.
best shrimp in town, by the way. Fried shrimp. It's amazing. I ate 28 shrimp there about a month ago.
Jesus.
28 shrimp.
So tell us more about your cholesterol.
Yeah, I know. I was about
It's
to
high
say.
for some reason. I don't know what's going on with that.
The only thing I can eat, like that, no matter how much I eat, I just don't feel like all sluggish and everything, is like sushi. I feel like I can eat like 5 rolls of sushi, and I'm just like, all right, let's go for a run or something.
No. That's a lot of rice.
I mean, it could be our portions. I was reading this thing. It said that where every time you eat a meal, the meal you're eating should be no bigger than your fist. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have like 4 fists every meal. Like it's not just one little fist of food.
I'm eating all
That
the
might
fists.
be why I'm always tired.
Damn, that's what I ate today, basically.
Like 4 fists of food
No,
per
I ate
meal.
one fist the entire day.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, look at you.
I know. Y'all see that? So there's a place called Harlem Road Barbecue. Boss has been talking about it. I said, hey, he saw us on top 10 in Texas or something. I'm like, what? Harlem Road Barbecue? I've never even heard of this thing, right? Out of Richmond. So I'm looking up. I was like, okay. Well, then this guy's like, he's from Sweden or something. I'm like, this is weird. Like, this dude's like from a different country coming in, just rocking Texas barbecue like a master, right? And he's a pit master. I get it. I'm like, well, I gotta check this dude out, right? So I'm like, I'm searching, and I don't know where Harlem Road Barbecue is on the Texas Monthly, because it ain't. I mean, like, it ain't on the list, the Texas Monthly.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but I did see the new list did come out. Have y'all seen the new list?
I bought the magazine.
You did?
I haven't got to look through it yet, but yeah, I wanted
Okay.
to go through it.
Yeah. So I think they do top 50 barbecue restaurants in Texas. What they do, right? Everybody cares about the top 10.
Right. They call the rest of them like honorable mention or something, right?
Something like that, yeah. But there's one that I hadn't heard of. Maybe y'all have. The number one. All I care. So we know Snows is going to be on there. Snows is on there. Panther
Creek.
Panther City.
Whatever it is, up
Panther,
there.
whatever.
Yeah.
That's going to be on there. We know the ones that whatever. Now, what's the one that It's here in Houston in Heights.
Pinkertons.
Pinkertons.
Spruce, Yeah.
Pinkertons was not on the list.
For
was
the
in- it was
Houston,
in top 50.
For the Houston,
Well,
for the Houston location, he was not on the list, but for the San Antonio location, he was,
he was. Yeah, but not in
Oh,
top
that's
10 though.
weird.
which is weird.
But not in top 10. But there was one in the top 10. Or let's see. There's one in the top 10 that I thought was like, I was like, okay, I never like Evie Mays, right? We know that's like they're popular. Like a lot of people are like just going after them. But what was it? I'm trying to think. Franklin kind of slipped. They're still in top 10.
There was Leroy and Lewis.
Leroy and Lewis, that's right. And which I've not been there, and I want to go there.
Yeah.
I just
They're the ones that were featured on that. I think it's Hulu has that barbecue quest, where I think Jess Pryles was on one of the episodes showing this lady around. I can't remember her name, around Austin, and they went to several different barbecue joints, trying to find the best, and then trying to find some off menu items that you can order. And Leroy and Lewis was one of them. It was kind of a food trailer type deal that had a outdoor sitting area. One of the things I remember him bringing out was brisket chocolate chip cookies. Yeah.
yeah. Truth Barbecue. We've all
How
heard
does
of
that work?
Truth.
I've been there. That place is good.
That's number 3.
Yeah, that place is really good.
Interstellar was 2. And then number 1, which I've not, they're out of Fort Worth or Dallas area, Goldie's. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it. I don't know much about it.
I've not heard of it, but I've never heard of them. Like I never heard of Interstellar either. I'm like, they're out of Austin. It's amazing how many barbecue restaurants are in Austin.
I think it's just, they start one place and they work there for a while, and then they're like, okay, I'm going to go make my own barbecue place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of those pit masters kind of branch off and go do there, because I know there's people that's worked at La Barbecue and Franklin's that have gone on to open up their own type of stuff. So hey, you learn, you like try to improve and go on down the road.
Yeah. So this guy, we're working for the guy Goldie, right? And you're hitting the nail on the head, James. This guy I want to bring this up was that he's worked for plenty of other places, right? One is he worked for Franklin's. Then he went to work for La Barbecue.
Soaking up them secrets.
And then he went to work for Michelith Waite, Valentina's. Mm-hmm. And then now, which here's the deal, I get it. Like, this is your craft, this is your thing. You want to open your own thing. You have your own spin. You want to do whatever. As long as you're doing your own spin. If you're doing somebody else's stuff, then whatever, man. You're just serving barbecue at that point. But I thought that was really cool. I've not really heard of this Goldie, whatever. But the dude's been around all the major players in Austin area, which I'm like,
you're bound to pick up some stuff.
Oh yeah, he knows how to. He's a pit master. He knows how to cook.
I'll be honest, dude. When I heard the name Goldie's, the only thing I could think was Back to the Future, Mayor Goldie Wilson.
Mayor Goldie Wilson.
Just saying. Hey, congrats to all the people that made the Texas Monthly Top 50 and the honorable mentions.
Yeah, the honorable mentions, whatever else.
Congrats to everybody.
Pinkerton was in honorable mention. He was not in the top 10.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Still pretty badass.
I thought so.
So I had this like joke planned like 2 minutes ago when I heard something, but I can't put it out now because the moment's already passed. So I'm just going to keep moving along.
John could just edit that in there.
I will ask. We're talking about sleepy times and all that stuff like that. So we got Thanksgiving like right around the corner, right? 3 weeks away. And
God, yeah, you're right.
the overload of the tryptophan and which I think everybody's kind of debunked that didn't really make you sleepy.
There's more tryptophan in chicken than there is in turkey.
Right. So what are you guys planning for Thanksgiving, turkey-wise? I mean, a lot of I know we did a lot of spatchcock chickens last year. We kind of foregone deep frying turkeys over the last couple of years.
Yep.
Kind of think about maybe getting back to that, maybe deep frying a turkey. But
nice.
Yeah, I did a fried turkey last year for Thanksgiving for the first time ever, and it was pretty good. And I got requested to do that again this year for Thanksgiving, so I got to try to make it even better this time.
I love a deep fried turkey. Everybody loves deep fried turkeys, right?
Yeah.
Can't beat them. But there's something about the oven cooked turkey. It's a classic, right? So one, your mom got up every hour and basted it with butter, and you know what I mean. It was a 15-hour bird. Take to cook. I'm kind of wanting to get back. I kind of want to do one of those. You know what I
Classic
mean?
oven, yeah. We used to always do. So we have an oven turkey, and we'd have a smoked turkey.
Okay.
Every single year we'd have those two turkeys. But this last time my mom didn't want to do the oven one with all the other stuff she's doing, so I did the fried and the smoked. Now it looks like that's our new tradition. It's gonna be a fried and smoked every year.
Mom's is like, yes, thank you.
One less thing I have to
Thank you,
do.
Right.
I love it. I don't know. Of course, I mean, we did fried for so many years in a row, right?
We did. And it was killer. I mean, and everybody freaking loved it. And when we did fry them, it was always like, "Yo, you mind if I maybe bring in turkey over?"
Right.
And I'm like, all right, cool, yeah. You get family and friends like, hey, sure, hey, the oil's hot, let's go. Problem is, it's like you got to keep it to a certain weight. Mm-hmm. If it's too big, then it takes too long to cook.
25-pound turkey over.
Right, it takes like what?
Like 3 minutes per pound, isn't it?
Yeah, so you get up to the 45 minutes frying, that skin's going to get it super crispy. I don't care what you do with that skin and that 1/8 of that meat right underneath it. It's going to get a little dry.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
So I think if you deep fry a turkey that's like, I don't know, like 14-pound range, maybe a little bit lower, you're probably good.
I like the deep fried chickens. Whole chickens, a good 8-pound chicken. Just pop those in, pop them out, man. They are so delicious, it's unreal.
Hey, and for the folks that are deep frying turkeys, go ahead and snack you up a spare rib.
Oh yeah.
cut that up and deep fry some spare ribs because that's good.
Yeah, last year James gave me that idea too. Like, well, if you're going to be frying that, you might as well just drop a bunch of other stuff. You got it going, right? So I brought ribs and a chicken to the thing and just cut it like every other bone, seasoned it up like I would if I was just going to smoke it, and deep fried those. Deep fried whole chicken, all of it got ate. There was like no leftovers of any of the fried stuff. But there is something special about frying ribs, where that rib fat just kind of like that quick caramelize with that fry. Oh man, it's so
Laddie
freaking
was
good.
known for that, right?
Yeah, that's where we picked it up. We had a guy that we used to go to that owned a
Ice House.
ice house, and every week he would do kind of like it's like kind of a hospitality type deal where he would
Cooked.
cook something. You just come in and drink beer, play pool,
get free
darts, whatever, and he would just have like a buffet set up. You can go in there and get, one day it might be meatloaf or one day it might be whatever, but on the rotation was fried ribs.
That's pretty smart.
And you go in there, oh man, dude, they were delicious.
Yeah.
So that's where we got the idea. I was like, gotta do it.
We'll need to do a whole like recipe and video on that this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been
we
2
have
years
a video
ago.
last year.
Was that last year or the year before? I can't remember now.
Well,
No, it was this last year.
Okay.
over here at your house, right?
Yeah.
We didn't get really great content 'cause we got some, but we were cooking something at the same time, right?
Weren't we doing Gator that day or something? Or
I think so.
Maybe we
Yeah.
did Gator.
Yeah.
So it took all the attention, you know?
Yeah. We still got a pretty decent video, but it wasn't like a tutorial or anything.
It was just
Yeah.
showing it. Yeah.
I think we
could-
smoked them first too, didn't we?
No.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Yep.
100%.
I did not smoke them.
Uh,
But we were talking about trying that.
Maybe that's
smoke them
what
like
it was.
halfway and then just do a quicker deep fry on them.
I'm not going to lie. We had, every time I think about doing that Gator, I think about having that Gator tongue. And it just invokes like the gag reflex for me now.
I don't remember. Did we taste tongue? I don't remember.
I did for sure.
Ugh.
I cut it out myself and ate it.
It's weird. It's a weird thing to do.
Now
to do
cow
weird.
tongue, lengua tacos. Oh, love it. I could eat that every single day.
I
So
don't know
good.
what.
Gator tongue though.
It's very cartilagey. You know what cartilage you think would taste like? It was soft, but it was very like a grape or something. Like get a little pop to
Get
it.
a little chew in there, huh?
Yeah. It is not. I mean, and here's the deal. I ate it. You know, so there's a thing about alligators, and like they carry a lot of bacteria in their mouth, and you get bit, you need to go to the doctor because you probably need to get some whatever, right? It's a big thing.
If you get bit, you need to go to the doctor.
Yeah. Well,
Probably-
well,
it's
just
probably true.
just a little nip, right? You want to make sure you clean it really well because
Right.
they carry a lot of bacteria and whatever, right? So then I'm pretty sure we'd already shredded all the thing that we're making tacos, and I'm like, oh, let me take a little tongue out. So I cut a little piece of tongue off and just tried it, right? And then when I did, I was like, damn it. Does alligator carry a lot of germs in their mouth? Like, I know we cooked it for a while, but like, damn, like, is that gonna affect?
Am I gonna die?
Yeah, am I gonna get sick from this?
You're looking a little scaly, Jan.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so it was kind of weird. But the tacos, man, those Gator tacos were legit. We can make them better. Because we were like impromptu. You don't remember that?
No, we definitely, we could make it better. We could do the whole thing better. There's a lot of things about that cook that it was as fun as it was. One of the most fun cooks I've ever had.
Yeah,
There was so many ways we could have improved that.
I agree.
Yeah,
I
I think
agree.
it came out too salty. Is the main thing for me.
Too much bacon, maybe.
Yeah, the brine probably was too salty, and then the bacon over too much salt. Everything was just
Yeah,
it was too salty, but
But-
it was fun and it was good. But
Yeah.
it was we could do better.
I agree. I think we may have overcooked the alligator too.
Maybe. I didn't think it was super tough. I thought the consistency was okay, but
Yeah,
for me, I think it was probably the bacon.
It
looked
was way
super
more
cool, but-
seafood tasty than I thought it was going to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
It had a little more of
You're
a,
right.
which I kind of like expected that a little bit, right?
Yeah, it didn't bother. That
Almost
didn't
like
bother me too
crawfish.
much.
I was expecting more like chicken, but yeah, it was like crawfish or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, it was definitely a cross between, and I think some of that was the brine that we used. We used a crawfish kind of a brine on that thing,
Yeah.
so it tasted like a crawfishy chicken, and it was just
We should have just cut that meat out and floured it and fried it.
that's what we should do.
Next time we're not smoking shit. We're frying it, right?
Yeah.
We're going to
Right.
deep fry
Whole
it.
alligator.
There's probably a reason like every place that serves gator, it's like fried gator balls
Right.
or bits or chunks or whatever,
Right.
you know.
We're going to deep fry the tail.
The tongue.
Well,
Not the
ugh.
tongue. Don't do that. Still gives me the.
So I saw. I don't know if you guys saw this. So we've told this story before about the hippos that Pablo Escobar owned.
Yeah, cocaine hippos.
Cocaine hippos. So
Hey, by the way, that shirt
have a t-shirt?
for sale on our website.
Defecators.
So now there is a lawsuit, not lawsuit, but there is a, I guess maybe a lawsuit in the works trying to protect the descendants of the hippos that were once owned by the Colombian drug kingpin Pablo Escobar. They're citing that they should be legally recognized as people or interested persons with legal rights in the U.S. A judge has ruled.
What? The hippo should?
Yes.
I thought you were going to tell me that they were like, it's open season on them because they're an invasive species.
They're trying to save them because to keep them from getting killed.
Put them in a zoo or something, but
No, just shoot them. Who gives a fuck? Fucking hippos.
those are mean, man. Those things
I mean,
are mean.
they're invasive for that area, right? I thought they were like tearing up everything and
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
You don't even eat. Nobody eats hippopotamus.
How come? I wonder why.
Because you know why? Because it tastes like.
It does.
Yeah, it has to. It's all. Ugh. Gross.
Yeah, the ALDF filed lawsuit against the Colombian government on the behalf of the hippopotamuses.
Hippopotami.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what that means? It means nothing. You filed a lawsuit on a different government. Like, yeah, sounds great. Those are already dead, by the way. We killed them. We killed them this morning.
The hippo's like, thank God these guys are trying to protect us.
Yeah.
Done. And you know what? On a more positive note, let's get into the grabbing the brisket.
beer review.
All right, this one is Pretzel Stout limited release peanut butter stout, I guess. And this is from a brewing company called Martin House Brewing Company.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Have you heard of them?
Yes.
I think we've done about 74 of their beers.
Right. We either love these beers or hate these beers
That's true.
with all the Martin houses. So I'm excited.
According to the Surgeon General, women should drink alcohol beverages during pregnancy because if not, there's a risk of birth defects. So
Wait,
there it
they
is.
should?
That's what it said.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
It's
Don't-
full of iron, vitamins.
Don't believe him. 6.5% alcohol by volume.
Oh, these are full of iron and vitamins. Smorgasbord. These are good for you.
All right. Anyway, you want to talk to
All
us
right.
about the can?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's two creepy guys. Like think of the old, like let's say in the 1920s or whatever, watchmen, guys with lanterns walking through their cornfields or something. I feel like this is very.
Look at the other side. There's an
Yeah,
oil.
They're
oil
hands.
rigs. Oh, oil hands. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't even see that side yet. Didn't even get to that side yet. So the can looks great. I mean, all their cans do. They do a lot of market research. They execute. They're not wraps. This can is eye catching because it does have that German. We call that German like style.
Yeah, the text.
Text.
Old
Yeah.
English looking.
I said German for a
Okay.
reason, but
All
yeah,
right. That's not correct.
Go
but
ahead for
okay.
yourself, John. But yeah, it looks like a really really cool can. And then you open it up, the first thing, right? The smell, it just pops,
Like
right?
a Reese's.
Yeah,
Is this like a Halloween beer? Is that what this is
Yeah,
marketed
I
as?
think it is.
Well, it's Halloween colors.
Yeah, I mean, it is black and orange, so.
Yeah.
It
Yellow, black,
smells.
yellow.
It does smell great. It's
Have
very
you
good.
tried it yet?
I have
Yeah.
tried it. You noticed there was only 4 beers.
Bitters.
I had 2 beers before.
6.5% alcohol by volume. Of course, made in Texas, right? By Texans. So, hey, Martin House.
It's a stout. I mean, and it's not. A lot of stouts are much higher in alcohol, I think, than this, but it's good.
I mean, like we were saying, we either love Martin House or hate Martin House. This is going up there with another love for me. This is a good one. I like this a
This
lot.
is a damn tasty beer.
I think it is too.
You know whatever the pretzel stout is, I don't know what makes it a pretzel stout, but every pretzel beer I've had, I pretty much like. And you do kind of get that a little bit.
A
I don't
little
know,
bit
I
of
taste a little
saltiness
bit,
or
yeah,
something.
like
You
that.
do.
I get more peanut butter, but I get a little bit of that salty pretzel.
You do.
Everything
flavor.
they market that you should taste, I taste it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, can I go first on this one? Is that fine?
Yeah, go for it.
I guess.
You want to go with somebody else?
No,
Okay, sure.
no, it's fine. Go ahead. Okay, oh, you're still drinking? Okay.
It's an 8.5.
Ooh, yeah.
That's an 8.5 beer, man. I can't
that.
help it. It's a good tasting beer. It's good on the back end, and you kind of get that pretzeliness. Right? You get the peanut butter for sure. That's there. The stout's there, but there is a little bit of that pretzel. I don't know what that is. It's a really good beer. They say exactly what it is, right?
Yeah, it's dark stout, pretzely, peanut buttery. I'm going 8.7 on this one.
And it's light.
I really like this one.
Am I right? Is this light?
It's like, yeah, it's not like
It's
not like
still
one of these
light.
porters.
Yeah.
It's like just sits on you. It's like real heavy. Like I'm gonna down this thing in no time. It's it's
Right.
actually it's like a smooth stout.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a bitterness.
Is it
from the
stout or
but it's
porter?
not.
What do they
It's a
call it?
stout.
Yeah.
I,
Okay.
I had to. I actually gave mine to my son just now because I'm watching the carbs a little bit and some of the. Oh, okay, he's not drinking it. He said no to that. So never mind. Strike that.
It's smoother though, like a porter almost. But
Yeah.
it's a stout.
Yeah.
They got it listed as a limited release. This needs to be one of the regular lineup.
I feel like all their beers are limited release.
Are they all?
It seems like everything. What do they have that's always available?
I think they have like I don't know how big
They just have fun making beer, right?
That's
Like,
right. I don't know how big they are.
We referred to them as like the mad scientists of beers before, and like sometimes these concoctions come out like the pizza beer, which is like the worst beer I ever had in my
I
life.
never got to have it.
Yeah,
It's
and
so
then
bad.
they come out with
I'm
this,
sure
which is
they'll
like
bring that
amazing.
atrocity
So,
back.
yeah,
I had indigestion from that. I
Still? You still do?
I still do.
Still have heartburn.
I
from
get
it.
indigestion thinking about it.
Yeah. It's like, take some Zantac.
I'd
James,
probably like it.
What you got?
I will go with. I'm not that high on that
In
beer.
sevens,
Yeah, I'm probably going to go 7.0.
of course. There it is.
I literally mouthed it
Yeah.
as you said it.
Yeah. Well, you don't
It's
know.
good beer. I'm not going to. I'm not
No.
getting the Yates.
You don't know your from a hole in the what? What was this saying?
Don't worry. John is going to give it. At
I was going to
least
say
in the
I'm not going
eights.
to be in the eights either. I'm going to go 9.4.
Oh, okay.
This
There
is
we
fucking
go.
good.
Really?
Like I said, I had one yesterday. I had one the day before. I really like these. I'll probably go buy
Hey.
some more before they're not at HEB anymore.
Yeah. Nice.
This is good.
It is good.
It's funny. Like I think we've talked about this before, but if you go to our website and look at our best beers and our worst beers, Martin House is on both lists.
That's true.
You know.
They are. They are. Like, I'm pretty sure the pizza beer was like the worst beer we've ever tried.
Again, I missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you weren't missing much,
Yeah,
and you'll probably
just-
never come out again.
Probably won't. Tastes
Yeah.
like you're just drinking like just liquid pizza that maybe somebody else had already chewed.
No, to me it was like imagine just like the most watery beer you've ever had, and then you take that Italian seasoning mix that comes with pizza sometimes, just dump it in there, and then you drink that. That's
Yeah.
what that beer tastes like.
See, I was thinking
But
like
it had-
a,
but it
more
had-
of a Michelada kind
But
of.
it had a tomato. It had a tomato.
I wouldn't get. I was just all I
Acidic.
got was that Italian.
Very
seasoning.
acidic, heartburnish beer. But you know what? We're not talking about that one. We're talking
Yeah,
about
we're talking about this one. This is a winner. This is a winner.
the pretzel stout.
Okay.
The
It is
pretzel stout. I
very
don't know
good.
what. Can you say it like that? Is
Yeah.
that weird?
It's Italian.
It's Italian.
No. Let me get your best German accent. We're saying it.
Okay. It's a pretzel stout.
Okay.
It's an idiot.
The pretzel stout.
Oh, Z, right.
German.
Yeah.
No.
I ask the questions, not you.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, Martin House. This is a good one.
Yep.
Hey,
Kudos,
we
man.
appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, and another great grabbing the brisket.
Beer review.
That one was the worst one we ever did.
Of course it was. Why would it not be?
I mean, guys, we're not actually trying on this. I mean, we're doing this.
We're trying to do
We're
a bad job.
purposely doing a horrible
If you
job.
want us
on
to four tops this thing, our boys to minute, just let us know. We'll do it. Okay.
it. Just let us know.
I'll reach down deep.
Eesh, it's true. He'll reach deep.
All right, so I got a couple of interesting facts
Okay.
about America.
Ooh.
America.
Do you guys want to learn about America?
Can we guess?
Just to guess the
Yeah.
random facts.
Just guess a
what if
random
we just-
American facts.
What if we just don't get it right? We're like dumb Americans don't even know. Like, where country was this? Russia. Wrong. America. Like, damn it. We didn't even know that. Yeah.
I did. I was trying to come up with some cool stuff, but I did find out that the Americans have invented a lot of stuff.
Invented?
Invented. a lot
First, I
of
thought you
stuff.
said offended. I was like,
Well,
yeah.
we do that
Oh,
as well.
yeah.
Yeah. We have invented a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Like I'm not trying to like be like all we the best, but
Why not?
why not? We should.
Well, you got to think like
Light
there's
bulbs.
thousands and thousands of years that happened
electricity.
other than America, right? Where they
Peanut
invented
butter.
a lot of shit.
But I feel like we have a reputation for kind of having big heads, and we should live up to that reputation.
Yeah, dumb Americans. Go.
Right.
the computer, the internet. I mean, I just I went over a whole list. And I was like, I can't go over this whole thing.
telephone.
Like,
You should have created
the
a
telephone.
list that we could have guessed.
You're making me think of
electricity.
Talladega Nights. He's like, what have you given America? Mexican food, Italian food.
right?
Hey, was Nikolai? Yeah, right. Was Nikolai Tesla? Was he? And he wasn't American.
He was Croatian.
What? No,
I
he
just
was
pissed off all of our Eastern European listeners.
He was
by the way.
not Croatian. But
Yeah,
was
he
he
was
here
Croatian. No,
in America when he did that, or
No.
was he somewhere else?
he was in Croatia. He was not Serbian. He was Croatian.
Okay, there it is. What the person that created DC?
Oh, yeah,
Thomas Edison.
totally ripped off.
And
Tesla.
he wanted the DC to be like run every house on DC current, right? Mm-hmm. That's what he wanted, but the problem is he just kills everyone. You don't want to fuck around with direct current, right? Alternating current is what you want, right? So
I'm sorry, we completely derailed your.
No, you're good.
facts here.
Yeah, I got a couple of guys. I think there's 50 on this list, so I'm definitely not going through all of them.
read them all, James.
Yes,
Start with 50.
let's go.
Go to 1.
Strap your seatbelt on. Let's go for a fucking
Hey,
ride.
wait, hold on, James. Hold on. All right, coming in number 50.
Do your best, like VJ voice.
DJ or VJ?
VJ.
What's that?
Who's VJ?
That's a video.
Video.
There's no video.
Coming in at number 50.
Number 50.
This is your number 50 American fact.
whoa.
John. Yes.
I love it.
I want more of that. Can you get a soundboard?
We have to have an episode where it's just nothing but us talking like that.
Right.
That's the energy you need to bring, John.
Back to you, James.
Slit my wrist.
Right. Number 1 on the list. Okay, so, and I'm going to give you headlines. If you want me to go a little bit further into the article or whatever, just say yay. George Washington was not the first president to live in the White House.
Because there was no White House, right? When he was president.
He's not the first president.
Exactly.
To live in the White House.
Yeah. So it was
there's no White
it was
House.
being built 1792, and it wasn't inhabited until 1800, which I think that was around
John Adams.
John Adams. Yeah.
The guy who made the beer?
Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's Sam Adams.
Can you tell me the deadliest job in the country?
I think
Deadliest job in the United States.
Is
Deadliest.
it crab
Is this-
fisherman?
Is this like on average or something? Or who has the most deaths overall?
It's the most. It's on average. Most deaths on
Per
average.
capita.
United States president.
That is correct.
Ah, yeah.
That's pretty
The
good.
United States president is the most deadliest job in the United States.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut on that.
Yeah.
There's somebody listening right now that goes, that doesn't make any sense.
That
Yeah.
don't make no sense.
Okay, so
It's most
this
dangerous.
is
Because there's
job.
been so few of them.
This is
and
done
like,
in 2019. I think the article was
Right.
done in 2019. Written by Alex Palmer, bestlife.com. So, but it goes in to say, so thinking about 45 men have held the title. 4 of those men were assassinated in office. Can you name those 4 guys?
Abraham Lincoln.
Kennedy.
Garfield.
Oh, God, that was one of them.
Yeah.
Shoot.
That
I don't know who the
fucking-
last
That was a
one- who's the last
wild
one?
guess right there.
Good
just
old
so you know.
William McKinley.
McKinley.
Yeah, that
that.
4 of them died of natural causes.
Oh.
As presidents?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you had Harrison, you had William Harrison, you had Zachary Taylor, Warren Harding, and Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
FDR.
FDR.
Correct.
So that rate is almost 18%, so nearly 1 out of 5 who has died on the job. Yeah.
That Garfield guess was a complete shot in the dark. That was like a wild guess from nowhere. I don't know how that was right. When he stuck his finger up, I was like, wait, is he fucking with me?
Yeah, that's it. That's funny.
I just remember him because his name is Garfield.
Nice. That's our John.
Speaking of presidents, can you name the tallest president of the United States?
Abraham Lincoln.
John is right again. Look,
I-
John's
I
just
would've-
like...
I would have said Abraham Lincoln too, though.
I just listened to a podcast that was about president.
Yeah, well, name our best president.
Best in what way?
Just the best.
Abraham Lincoln.
No.
Or George Washington.
No. Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt's the best. Polk was pretty great, though.
Yeah.
Polk
Yeah.
was great.
Here's another
Polk
fun
was
fact.
really great. But Teddy was great.
Teddy was the best.
Here's another fun fact. California's state animal doesn't exist in California.
Is
brown
it bear?
Hmm?
The bear? There's no bears in California?
Brown bear?
No.
Huh.
The grizzlies.
You know why? You know
They
why?
killed them all.
You know, they got tired of
They got tired of the high taxes and
high
left.
taxes.
They moved to Texas.
You a dumb hoe.
Hey, California would try to tax animals. I guarantee it.
Yeah. I call it taxidermy.
Look, Grizzly,
Oh,
we,
God.
I understand.
Jesus, okay.
I understand.
But
You only work a certain amount of time during the year, but we're gonna have to tax you on the hibernating tax, right? I mean,
Right.
I know you're not working at that point, but we still got to tax you.
Stupid California. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, John.
I saw this TikTok and it was like, top things to know if you're a California coming to Texas. Number one,
Don't.
do not mention you're from California. Say you're from Utah. Say you're from like
Anywhere else.
anywhere else. Just do not say you're from California.
Howdy.
It's like,
Here's one on the list that I found pretty interesting and I did not know about. Maybe you guys do. The U.S. government poisoned people during the Prohibition.
on purpose.
They literally poisoned and killed people on purpose during the Prohibition.
Yeah.
So they would take during
Yeah. They mixed
during
their-
the Prohibition, they literally let's see, blah blah blah. I'm trying to get into
Passing off tainted booze or something.
population control.
They ordered the poisoning of industrial alcohols manufactured in the U.S., which were products regularly stolen by bootleggers.
So they poisoned them so they could make alcohol out of them or whatever
Yeah.
else, right? Yeah.
Over 10,000 people lost their lives.
It's so weird that people like don't trust the government. It's just so
mean,
weird. You know?
They're breaking the law.
If you look at look,
Wow.
we should have a list of the crazy shit that the U.S. government's done
Oh yeah.
to our people or other countries. It'd be like, I don't know why. What? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like the whole war on
You
drugs.
bring that list next week.
The whole war on. Yeah, I'll bring a list. Sure.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, here's one. Uncle Sam was a real dude.
I think I heard this.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
true.
think I knew that.
Samuel
Jackson.
Samuel Wilson.
Elliott.
Yeah, Samuel Wilson. He was
Samuel
a
Wilson.
meat packer in Troy, New York, who fought in the American Revolution, later became the official meat inspector for the Northern Army in the War of 1812. Wilson was given the nickname Uncle Sam for his good nature, and according to the HuffPost, when he started providing and inspecting meat for the troops during the War of 1812, the soldiers from Troy would joke that the initials U.S. label on the barrels were actually stood for Uncle Sam.
Oh.
So the idea eventually expanded to all United States military items with U.S., and that's how Uncle Sam came to be.
Uncle Sam wants you.
For our
Exactly.
non-U.S. listeners who might not know who that is, that's the guy who's in the poster. If you've ever seen the propaganda poster, he's like, I want you to join the army, or whatever.
Right,
Right.
yeah.
Just thumb through here.
And he was a meat packer. That's funny.
Yeah.
Of course you think that's funny.
That is funny. Like,
Meat packer, meat inspector as well.
Right. Like, that's probably a cool job.
Yeah. Inspect that meat. It's good.
Yep.
Right.
That is definitely meat.
Hey, everybody dies. You're like, obviously that meat wasn't good, but that meat over there is really good.
He personally licks
Excuse
every
me.
single one to make sure.
Excuse
it's
me,
good.
everybody. I'd like to interrupt. Do not eat the meat. The meat has gone bad. As he's shitting himself.
Right.
That's disgusting.
Did you have the fish or the chicken?
Right. You don't need a driver's license to compete in NASCAR.
That makes sense. It's not a public road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think so either.
That's weird. I wonder if there's actually been any drivers, though, that didn't have their license.
So, one of my dad's buddies in Alaska, he got his pilot's license before he got his driver's license. I thought that was kind of cool. Alaska.
Seems like there's probably not a lot of
That's
places
some weird
to drive
Alaskan.
there.
Right?
They're
And
like,
it's like, oh,
whatever.
it's Alaska? Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Speaking of Alaska, Russia sold Alaska to the United States for pennies.
Yeah, it was really cheap.
Yeah, what year
2
though?
cents an acre.
What, 50?
Jeez
What year
Louise.
was that?
It wasn't that long ago.
1948.
1867.
1867.
I thought it was
Right there, John.
1850.
Right there.
I'm editing that in.
$7.2 million.
That's just crazy.
That seems like a deal.
It's for how much oil's there. Yeah.
I did see I read it might be on this list here. I didn't come across it, but Ohio I think it was 1953 became a state.
Yeah, there was like a issue the Constitution. They didn't ratify correctly
Right.
or something. I heard
Yeah.
about that. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so but it's when they signed it in, it like backdated them, but it wasn't until 1953 they became a state of the United States.
It was like
Why
some
don't-
clearical error with the way they did it, and it's like they were
Really?
Wish it was a
Lions.
Wish there was a clerical error right now going on. So just, oh, we're not part of y'all anymore? Great. See you later.
Middlers.
Right.
The word Pennsylvania is misspelled on Liberty de Bell. Have you know that?
I did not know that. It's funny.
Hey,
Imagine the guy that made that thing.
no regrets.
There's no going back.
Pencil. What the? God damn it, Bill.
Yeah,
PENCIL.
I love it.
How do you actually spell Pennsylvania?
Hey.
PENNSYLVANIA. Is that right? Pennsylvania. Hooked on phonics works for me.
Nobody asked you, Matt.
Yeah,
He asked me.
This I didn't know. Only 2 states don't practice daylight savings time.
I did know
Arizona
this.
and Hawaii.
That's right.
Yep, that is correct.
Wow. Oh, of course, the guy who's the guy who's on planes all day long.
Oh, is that-
Yeah, he knows. It
I didn't know about Hawaii until today, actually.
makes sense. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
that big.
I knew about this.
Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Is it because they don't have farming?
I have no idea. I think it's
Whatever.
just 'cause
I
they're-
wish we didn't practice daylight
want to be
savings.
different.
There's a town in Alaska that everybody lives under one roof.
Juneau.
What'd you say?
Juneau.
Not just
Juneau?
the capital.
Whittier or Whittier?
White.
Whittier.
Whittier.
Whittier, Alaska.
Yep.
I
It's
believe
gotta be,
there's
like,
another
way,
one.
way up north or something.
So we're all the. I don't understand. Like, what do
It's
you
one of
mean,
those. It's
roof?
technically a town. There's like 4 people there.
It's a commune.
Yeah.
Right. Communists.
Wait, excuse me?
What's happening here?
All right, a few more. Guys, any day now, you can say, hey, just stop with the
No, I'm digging
Give us-
this.
Give
stupid
us,
facts.
give us one more.
I want all 50.
There's an actual town with a population of 1.
Oh, I heard about it. There's a lady, and she's like the mayor and the bartender, and yeah,
She's in Kansas, right?
Yeah, Nebraska.
Same thing, but different.
Monowai?
Yeah, Kansas.
Monowai?
No, Kansas, Nebraska. Yeah, that's where it is. It's all the same right there.
Right. 83 years old. She is the city's mayor, librarian, bartender. Her name is Elsie Eller. She pays taxes to herself.
How long has she been doing this?
Bro, we should all move up there
Doesn't
and like
say.
run against her.
Right. Right. We'll campaign against her.
I'm the mayor, bitch.
Hey, we'll campaign against her. We're like we'll make different things up about her.
She
She doesn't even mow her own grass.
This town needs changes.
Yeah, we're building new roads.
We're building a wall around this town.
Elsie can't even read. I'll be the librarian.
We don't even have a McDonald's.
Right. We're bringing big box stores in, and looking around. There's like just 3 of us. We're talking to each other.
Yeah.
Like we literally could win just by moving there.
Yeah.
Although, what
She's
if
probably on the HOA and wouldn't allow us to move into.
yeah, yeah, right. Like, what if we just moved there and then all of a sudden we had this big runoff, right? It's like, we're gonna kill you, not kill you. Like
Oh
we're
my
gonna
God.
we're gonna beat you, Elsie, and then we secretly just vote for her. and then not you, and you're like,
Why does this sound like a sitcom?
what?
Yeah, right.
I spent like thousands of dollars, and y'all voted for her anyways. And you're like, she's a nice lady. Sure.
She seemed more qualified.
She won me over.
Yeah. Have you had that apple pie? It was delicious.
I feel like if you had that, you'd just be making up stupid rules, laws,
All day, every day.
Like, I mean, you need to generate revenue, right? Like, look, the speed limit is 1 mile an hour through this town.
1 miles.
We clocked you at doing 5, so that's 5 times over the speed limit. We're gonna have to arrest you.
The town's like a half a mile.
don't
It's
get
just
out
like a huge,
until you pay
it goes
the
from like
fine.
75 to 1 mile an hour. You just trap everybody.
Right.
All right. Well, hey, that was some good little I don't know factoids. But now I got us our win/fail. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna just read it live. I'm gonna find out with you guys.
Do it
Do
live.
it live.
So this is from Kevin Smith.
Ooh.
He said, I've been cooking barbecue for a couple of years now. I've continuously tried and better myself and become a better barbecue cook, as you should. I'm continuing listening to the podcast, watching videos, and reading articles. I'm now trying to perfect the world-famous brisket. I've tried many recipes and even come up with a couple of my own. They have turned out okay in my opinion, but like every other cook, I always think it could be better, even though I never received any complaints, only compliments about how my brisket has turned out. I think we're all kind of right there. No matter how good I make something, I'm always like picking things apart about it that I probably could have done
we did
better.
That's why I stopped trying the things that I make.
Yeah, it's like just serve it. Just serve it. Yeah.
Serve it. If I get, hey, this is really good, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that's the best. Right? That's what you say to yourself. And then you just go down the road. You don't even look back.
All right. Kevin continues, throughout my reading and watching the videos, I stumbled across John Lewis's recipe for brisket, which I don't know who that is. Who is that? Who's John Lewis?
We almost had him on the show. We had him booked and something happened. I think he was he with La Barbecue or one of those?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he might be in Carolina now.
Decided why not give it a shot. I did the mixture of 50-50 pickle juice to mustard along with the Leary seasoning salt, pepper, kosher salt, and garlic. That sounds like a pretty
So say it again.
classic.
Lowry's?
Well, he said Leary's.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know if he just
Lowry's.
misspelled that.
It's Lowry's.
Yeah. Pepper, kosher salt, and garlic.
Okay. That's
just,
a basic rub.
Yeah, very basic.
It's a very basic rub.
I purchased one of the best prime briskets I've ever been able to find at a local Sam's Club. I mean, this thing was amazing with all the striations of fat running through the entire brisket. I rubbed down the brisket with a light coating, 50-50 mustard, pickle juice, and gave it an even coating of the seasoning on all sides. I let the brisket rest for 15 minutes while my Traeger heated up to 225. I would say 15 minutes. Like, if is he saying he took it out of the fridge, let it rest for 15 minutes, and threw it on? Because I would definitely let it
I
more
think he meant. I think he meant he let the seasoning sweat, right, for 15
just
minutes.
for 15 minutes.
No, he could have done longer.
No, that's what, I'm okay with.
I've put it on cold before, so
I'm
I think
okay
with the
with
Traeger,
this.
I think it's okay to put it on cold because the longer that thing is cold, the more smoke it's going to absorb it on a Traeger. It needs
Yeah.
it.
I let the brisket rest for 15 minutes. Yep. So I placed it on the Traeger at 225 at super smoke. At 3 hours, my probe alarm sounded. It hit an internal temperature of 165. As I opened the Traeger lid, I realized there's absolutely zero color like I'm used to seeing on the other briskets. No mahogany, no little crisping at the edges, nothing. The brisket still looked wet and uncooked. I used my thermopen, probed all of the brisket, and all the temperatures were 165 to 170. So I pulled it and wrapped it in butcher paper as I normally do, reinstalled my probe, set for 205, went about my business. I'm just over 4 hours more. The alarm goes off in the brisket, 205. I probed the brisket, find the point was like butter. I thought to myself, hell yeah, I nailed it. Let it sit for 15 minutes, then placed it in my Cambro and let it rest for 6 hours. That's a pretty
It's
good
a healthy rest.
That's a
Yeah.
very healthy rest. Time came to pull it out and eat. As I unwrapped the brisket, there wasn't much difference in color. The rub looked wet, with little no evidence of bark anywhere. I damn near cried. Could that just be because, well, he said there's no color to begin with, but a 6-hour rest was just
Yeah.
sweating
Well,
off all
no.
the.
If it didn't
bark.
have, if it didn't have color or bark when you wrapped it, it's not going to get more.
Yeah, it's
after
not going to
you
get
wrap
more
it.
bark. Yeah,
But
Yeah.
you don't have to wrap that sucker right at 165. Especially if it doesn't have a bark or anything yet, just let it keep going.
You're not going to dry it out. That's
a lot of times I just go by look.
Right.
I don't want to
That's-
wrap it.
I agree with that, John. That's a big thing that people have. They say, oh, wrap at 165, right? Or I push right through the stall. Like, these meats are big muscles, right? They're going to, it takes a long time to break them down. Like, you can cook these things a little bit longer, get the color you want to get, wrap it up, and then, you're going to get your flavor profile from that bark, right? You're not going to be some. I'm imagining right now in my head like this, like what I would see like an hour and a half cook color through the whole thing. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Right,
And it's been
yeah.
plenty of times we've been at cook-offs and we like probe a brisket, and temperature-wise, it's ready to pull, but it doesn't look right, or doesn't feel right when that probe comes in. We're like, no, we're leaving it on. Just everyone's can kind of be different,
That's true. Every cut will be different.
All right, I figured out what the hell. Let's give it a try. I started slicing the flat and was beyond moist and had a decent smoke ring.
Nice.
It had the bend, the pulp was good, then went for the taste test. It tasted absolutely amazing. By far the best tasting brisket I've ever made to date, but there was no dang bark. Not sure what I did wrong, but I was so embarrassed by the look of it, I never even took a picture. I love the show, guys. Been listening since the beginning. You guys make my drive home enjoyable. Thank you for sharing all your knowledge and experiences. Keep the show going. P.S. Please tell Alden if he really wants a shirt, I'll buy him one.
Nice.
Thank you, guys. Kevin.
Nice. Nice.
I think a lot of people get wrapped up on bark. You know what I mean? It just like, look, bark is like pretty. You look at it, it's all black and crusty looking or whatever. At the end of the day, it's all about flavor.
Right.
When you put that brisket in your mouth, you're like, holy crap, this is good. And it doesn't really matter what the outside of that bark looked like. And there's probably a little bit to using pellet grills and using some other stuff as opposed to using solid wood for like 16 hours, like some of these guys that are doing these pit masters, and then they showed their briskets. They're caked in nothing but kosher salt and black pepper, and it's all like just crusty and just like super badass looking. But look, we all can't sit up for 16 hours manning a pit. We all can't pay somebody to sit up 16 hours and man a pit for you. Use a Traeger. But sometimes the Traegers, they operate a little bit different than your regular like smoke
John,
type wood.
I think you have the most experience cooking on pellet smokers with brisket.
Yeah.
I mean, is that what you've experienced? So you can't get a really great bark
You
on
can
it?
get a bark with them. You can. Like I said, you got to be willing to take them a little hotter or a little higher as far as internal temperature. But the weird thing for me was he still only cooked that thing 8 hours, and he said he ran it at 225. So for me, that must have either been a really small brisket, or it just cooked weird.
What's
At
the
225,
super-
it should have taken a lot longer.
It's like at least 12
What's a
hours.
super smoke?
It's just a setting they have on. Not even all their models. It's a few other models have it. Where
Do you get a higher temperature at that point?
I
you
thought
get
super smoke
more
was the
smoke.
lowest temperature.
it is. Yeah,
right?
you have to be
Yeah,
at
it might be like-
225 or lower.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because when I got my first pellet smoker, I didn't understand how that worked. And I put the temperature I wanted and got like zero smoke on it.
Yeah,
You have to have
things,
I had to set to the lowest temperature to get any smoke on that
I would
thing.
say, yeah. But most pellet grills that I've used, you got to run them at 225 or lower to get any smoke.
Yeah.
Any time that you like, and I might have zoned out on the seasonings that he used. He went with the
Lowry's, kosher salt, black pepper, and
Yeah, it was
garlic.
basically salt, pepper, garlic.
Okay.
Is what it was basically.
So I mean, yeah,
It sounds. I mean, like that's a seasoning. That's a seasoning base that I've used plenty of times.
yeah.
Yeah.
sounds like a
Especially if you're
barbecue
starting
win, though.
out, go with that.
This is
and get
definitely a
that out.
barbecue win.
Yeah.
This is not a fail
No, yeah.
by any means.
No, yeah.
And next time, take pictures, dude, because what you're doing is like I just made the best damn brisket, and I don't have to have this bark on it or whatever else, right?
I
Yeah,
We've had plenty
check
of
out
times
our
where it's like
TikTok.
that.
We just did a brisket that we did on the Traeger, and I think it probably took me 12 to
you know
13 hours to do.
Yeah.
But I did go to 25 low setting, but that went like probably 8 hours unwrapped.
Yeah.
And then by the time I went to go wrap it at midnight or so, I wrapped it up and let it go for another probably 4 or 5 hours before it reached the internal temperature, and then let it sit in the cooler until the morning. And when I opened it up, the bark was still there. It was still kind of killer, but you have to let that bark set, as you guys mentioned earlier. You got to get there first. If you don't get there, you're not going to get there with it wrapped in butcher paper or foil or whatever.
We've gotten like top 5 brisket in plenty of competitions where our bark was like you could stick your finger on it and just wipe all the seasoning off. You know, there was like, and we still have gotten top 5 briskets with that.
Yep.
Because like you said, if that flavor's there, you're good.
Yeah, I'm all about the flavor. I mean, sometimes the people just get carried away on the way it looks. Like you want it to be all like salt and peppery and just very like crusty looking and stuff like that. But I'm just not sold on it. I mean, I see it and I'm like, okay.
I would love to have a great bark, but if it just tastes good, then that's all really matters.
Yeah. Right. And I would say, if he's really worried about it, try the Doug Scheiding method, where he'll start his brisket the night before and he'll run it at about 190 and let it go till morning. So it's like 8 hours at 190. So you're never going to obviously finish at that point, right? And then he'll kick it up when he gets up in the morning at 225 or whatever, and still wrap it at 160. But at that point, if you haven't built a bark, you're not going to build a bark.
Yeah, that's true.
I would be interested to know if you could, Kevin, if you could let us know what size brisket you had that you were cooking. Was this like an 8-pound brisket, or was this like
15 pounds?
Yeah, how big was this?
There's
thing?
No way it was a big brisket. Right?
If it was at 225 at 8 hours, it had to be pretty small, I imagine.
There it is.
All right.
So they're going to win a rub from
Sucklebusters. Everybody loves that Sucklebusters.
Oh, yeah. Hey, next time try their get their SPG. If that's the one you pick out, put that on your brisket. Try it out.
Yeah, the last brisket that I did, and I'll put it out there for the people if you want to go check it out. The Holy Cow, which everybody knows who Meat Church is, and Matt Pittman and that crew. So the Holy Cow rub mixed with the Lane's brisket rub, 2 very coarse rubs. Mix those together, you have a really coarse rub that creates a super badass bark.
That's
called
a really
a
good
super
point.
bark.
If you're using like really fine seasonings, I imagine you're not going to get too good of a bark on that.
And that's one thing too. Yeah, because I don't know how he without seeing pictures of how much
kosher salt and black pepper. Those are pretty coarse.
I know, but how much did he put on there? I mean, is it to use sparsely and then come back with the Lowry's? I don't know. Without seeing pictures, it's hard to say. But Kevin, hey, thanks for checking in with us. We really do appreciate it.
You're a winner chicken dinner.
Brisket dinner.
Yeah, order some chicks and smoke though this time.
Yes.
Correct.
All right, guys. Hey, if you haven't already done it, go check out grabbingthebrisket.com. And go please check out our other social media pages. I know TikTok is blowing up for us.
Follow us on Instagram.
And I know it's weird for people to get on. Like, I know some people might find, like, maybe an older generation might find TikTok, that's for kids or whatever it is. But honestly, right now, it's one of the most popular social media platforms out there. It's like people are just like gravitated towards that. It's like, for me, it's like somebody made I can't remember the guy's name, but he made a comment. It's like, hey, should I be on TikTok or whatever? And this guy is answering these questions. He's like, yes, absolutely, you should be on TikTok. He's like, TikTok is like I can't tell you TikTok's going to be around another 5 years, but it's like MTV in the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, it was so popular. Like, if you weren't on MTV, then you weren't a part of the
What's his name? What's that guy's name?
I know. He's the guy who's always...
Joe
he's
V.
always going to the antique
Something
shopping.
V,
Yeah, Joe V. Yeah. So, cool guy. But go check out the TikTok. Hey, download it and check out the page. We go live every Wednesday or every podcast before we go on.
Yeah, if you're looking for something to cook, John has like every single day he's posting some new recipe on there.
I'm trying.
So.
I am. It's not just me. It's all of us.
Yeah.
But if you absolutely refuse to get on TikTok, you can get on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or snail mail and get a hold of us.
Hey, we got it all. Yeah. And check out the merch shop. We got a lot of t-shirts out there, so we definitely would appreciate the support. And as always, hey, it's been great talking barbecue with you guys.
Peace.
Later, guys.
Yeah, thanks everybody. We've been great.
Dang it, Bobby. Just grab the brisket. Or we would like to give a special thanks to Fogo Premium Hardwood Lump Charcoal, Bolner's Fiesta Spices, CoolieNation Custom Koozies, Cambro Manufacturing, Yeti Cooler, the Smoke Sheep Barbecue Newsletter, and Texas Brew Hopper. We appreciate their support. Y'all guys go check them out.